Gentleman yields. I now recognize Ms. Titus of Nevada.
Bullshit, man.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Mr. Secretary, for so patiently and honorably responding to the slings and arrows that have been thrown at you today. I'm sorry that Ms. Lee left, since she has such a concern for human trafficking. I was going to invite her to join me on a bill that I've introduced with Representative David Joyce called the Impact Act, Human Trafficking. It would enhance your ability to combat human trafficking by establishing a Homeland Security Investigation Victim Assistance Program to train investigators and specialists, which is what she seemed to think we needed more of. I'm glad that there's $66 million in the president's budget for this very purpose, and I would just ask you if you'll be able to leverage some of that for training and for helping your own employees who have to deal with the trauma of these cases themselves and the impact it has on their mental health.
Congresswoman, yes, we would. And I'm very appreciative of the fact that you recognize how difficult this work is on the personnel who do it.
Yeah, thank you. Now go back to another point that was made about TSA, and I certainly agreed with it. Las Vegas has the 7th busiest airport. It's in my district. We have just millions of tourists who come through there. I've just lost the figure right here, but anyway, we need to have this funding for TSA, and we've seen that it's already working. You mentioned that you've got longer retention, better recruiting, better benefits, maybe the labor union issue, but I hear from my colleagues across the aisle that they want to cut non-defense spending, and I'm concerned that the pay raises for TSA might be on their list of things to do away with. Can you just one more time talk about how we need to do that for the safety of the traveling public and how much that impacts the economy of every district of people who can fly in and out safely knowing TSA is there for them?
Congresswoman, there are 3 elements to this. Number one, the pay fairness that we are hoping to achieve for our TSA personnel will better ensure their well-being. It will improve our recruiting and retention, number one. Number two, our extraordinary TSA personnel who work on the front lines ensure the safety and security of the traveling public. And third, they facilitate that travel by streamlining the process and making sure that the experience at the airport is as positive as possible.
Well, we know that our travelers to Las Vegas, we want them to have the best experience from the time they leave home to the time they get back, and that includes the whole airport experience. So we appreciate what TSA folks do, and they put themselves in harm's way on those check lines. When you've seen angry travelers, you've seen them confiscate weapons. It's not just easy job.
It is certainly not. None of our frontline jobs are easy. But the individuals who perform them are extraordinary public servants. I'm incredibly proud to work alongside them and to support them.
I'd like to see more people thank them when they search their bags as opposed to be angry and be in a hurry and get aggravated because they've had to have another search. It's for the safety of all our travelers. Now, I can't let you leave without asking you about the Sears rating for Las Vegas. You know, we're going to have the Formula One race. It's going to go right down the strip. It's going to go right through the heart of my district. You've got hotel rooms looking down on it. You've got people in those hotels. We know that can be a problem from the October 1 shooting. I know you've been working with our local agencies. I want to ask you to look very carefully at that, see if there's a way we can get a 3 rating because there are a lot of special circumstances there. And as you review that, I think you told the Senate committee that you're looking at that process generally. Is it going to be a fluid process? Can you change from one category to another depending on what you may find out or what kind of resources are brought to bear?
Congresswoman, the SEER rating, the Special Event Assessment rating process, is indeed a fluent one. are experts, and they are indeed experts, evaluate the information, and if there is additional information that would inform their decision with respect to the rating an event receives, then they certainly will consider it and alter their rating according to their determinations.
Well, we want that to be successful, so thank you. I yield back.